Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. As you can hear me, game's not quite as overpowering. If not, let me know and I will readjust my sound settings. But yeah, I wasn't quite sure what to stream this morning again. I have a whole list of things that I would like to play, but I don't know if I consider most of them cozy. And I almost went into Diablo 3 again, because I've been playing that offline in addition to our group ones. Different modes from what we do during our group, so it's not conflicting. It's not, there's no spoilers, I'm not getting any benefits or anything. It's a completely different game mode, so just more of a scratch and itch type thing. Also, thank you. Happy Pride. I have some warm Earl Grey tea. Unfortunately, store-bought bag, but still warm tea. No grounded today. I mentioned it slightly earlier when you were in chat mode. We have some people who are resting and recovering today, so we are not playing grounded. We're giving them a little bit of a break, and instead we're playing some cozy little Pride games for this week, and possibly, depending on how long it takes for everyone to get back, we'll see how long it kind of goes on. Eventually I did decide to come down to... where'd it go? There we go. I decided to come back to Story of Seasons because it's calm, it's cozy. I don't get really a chance to play it off stream because I have so many other things to do. And also, it's a little gay, so that's why we're chilling in here today. There's gonna be some rain, so I don't have to worry about watering. It's about cows. Something about fishing reports. Someone went off to fish and now they're chilling with monkeys and bears. That sounds like us. And okay, luck is good. Eat a good meal. Do I have food? This is the downside of not playing this game too often, is every single time we come back to it, I have to remember what all of the buttons do. Okay, we need turnips and pickles. Big pickles. Which I believe are both from the pickles. We're also 3, 6, 7. We're almost there on rock. Getting there. Nothing special the rest of the month except for Van coming. I'll change anything today. Let's look like a dog outfit today. We need to find some more outfits. I don't know how we do that, but oh, look, I made a tree. Forgot about that. There we go. Do we need to water it? Sure, why not? I think those are all done. So I do remember we're waiting on the turnips so we can go to those 2 quests done. Otherwise, it seems like we're just sitting and waiting and chilling. It's kind of nice. Unlike a lot of these games, there's no like real stress right now of what do I need to go in? Oh. Right, I mentioned like not even 2 minutes ago that it's gonna rain today, so I don't need to water the plants. Hi, it's Sunday morning. Take out 3. 1. 2. I can't count. Alright, we snuggle the sheep. And then we brush the sheep. We brush the sheep. And we snuggle the sheep. Oh, this cow is not happy. Why is the cow? Wait, what? Okay. Anyways, we brushed the cow now because it wasn't happy, and now it's happy. I don't know why. Anyways, we're gonna milk it. Get some of that milk. It's raining today. I don't know what that means. If I had to take a guess, Cat Rock is still sleeping, because we do that. Oh wait, we have milk? We do have milk, we just got milk. Let's give this kid milk. We gotta grow up big, strong. Even though... Oh, right, I need to actually, like, take the milk out. Hello, would you like some normal milk, eh? All yours. Good kid. Hey Brad, welcome in. I'm streaming by myself with this turtle. We're doing just a nice little cozy stream of Story of Seasons here. I had to forget what it was called for a second. This is what I was looking for. Gonna get me some flowers while it's out raining. And also potentially maybe see if there's any hard events, but I don't feel like there will be any right now. Partly because it's raining, and partly, well, maybe they could happen while it's raining. And some probably only happen when it's raining, but... Random mushrooms underneath the bridge. Who doesn't want a surprise mushroom? How are you all doing today? This is going to be a very much a just chatting stream with Story of Seasons on in the background. And for anyone who didn't notice, the glaring thing that doesn't quite match the rest of the background right now, we have a new logo. This is our teaser for our some of the new branding that we're putting together. This is the Pride variant, of course, of the Wizard Tower. Hi Matthew, bye Matthew. And it is... we kind of fell in love with the logo when we first saw it, and this was the last midget here. I'll let me stream magic this for a second. Actually, I can let me put in the this is the small version. Let me image. Let me get a big version of this. Okay, not that big. That is excessive. Thank you, OBS. I needed exactly that. So here, let me, we're just gonna fade over here, transition. So this is the full version of the Pride logo. This is not the, that's that genie with the pointy hat. Yeah, it's a little bit harder to see when you're very, very small, but I had to throw it over the existing logo that's on my stream setup, and I didn't have time to color match or do anything fancy with it to kind of blend in with the rest. Spoilers, I am also getting new stream assets for this as well, so eventually this will all look integrated together. But until we get there, this is the logo that we have right now. It is pretty awesome. We love it. It's fairly versatile in what we can do. We had a little bit of trouble trying to get it with all of the lovely Pride colors, but in the end it kind of works. And I think all three of us are very, very happy with this. So, let me just... It is, yeah, it's our Wizard Tower, which, if anyone who's ever watched our stream before is familiar with, we do sometimes get in touch with our wizard. Apparently we have a tower now, though, so we'll just have to see how the rest of everything shakes out. But that's all the spoilers that I can give for right now. But we are very excited to have that and to be able to show that off. The Pride Month was kind of, it was actually Susan's idea. She kicked that off, and we got our fancy new logo to show out. Oh, I got the weird statue thing. And now I got a coin. Keep hoping to find like a new artifact. I've only found one so far. Pretty sure this is a coin. Yeah. There we go. A very long coin. Started this a little bit late today, so I'll probably end up not having as much time as I had wanted. Because it takes a little while to dig. Like 4 minutes every time you want to do something, so it's a little bit of a... There we go, another coin. What I'm really hoping for is either an archaeological find that's useful to kind of progress that part of the story, or some gold stuff, because it sells very well. And I am still a poor boy and would like some money. Oh, no, just a fossil. We're gonna be... I think we could probably get this done. Oh. If I stop finding little fossils, then maybe we'll get this done. I'm curious about my time at Sandrock on Steam, but I don't want to spend that much for it. I've definitely seen that one come on sale a lot. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I mean, the publishers had multiple games that have been pretty good. I haven't played it either, I don't know, but I have seen lots of good things about it, especially as like a Stardew Valley-like game. The one that I'm really enjoying, or that rather, the one that I was enjoying post-Stardew was called Sunhaven. It's a little bit more focused on the RPG elements. It is... Wow. It's a lot more focused on the RPG elements and less on the farming itself. There are a lot of different manager candidates. There are a lot of different places to explore, a lot more combat RPG elements sort of stuff. There are a bunch of mine-like areas, which is really cool. And kind of it being more RPG focused, it has more emphasis on the combat side of things, which I found really fun. And we started playing the story on that, and off stream, of course. But unfortunately, since I've been trying to play it with others, I haven't had a chance to go back. And trying to find time for people to play together is a challenge sometimes. So, but I really do enjoy Sunhaven. It was a really good game. From what I've played so far, which, again, has only been the first. I think I'm in towards the end of summer. The nice thing with it was one of the things that I really liked about it, aside from the actual gameplay, which I liked that it has the option of changing the length of a day. So as opposed to in Stardew, where we are always worried of like, am I gonna have enough time? Am I gonna be able to do all the things that I want? You can set the day as long as 45 minutes real time, so you have a lot of times to do so many things. And I should tutor how to effectively guilt your friends into playing with you. Yeah, see, it's not so much the guilt of like getting friends to come and play, it's all of us finding time to play, and also trying to find time to do it amongst all of the other things, in particular time zones. When I don't get off work for 3 hours until before other people do, it makes things a little bit more difficult to schedule. Thank you, Carter. Let me take all the weird stuff. Sit you all down in one room. I mean, that would solve a lot of problems if we could all be physically in the same room. Alright, let's go see if the boy is over here. as he do. He is not yet. Did he even come out here today? Oh, maybe not, because he's... Apparently everyone is over at the inn right now. And before I go do that, I am gonna go check out and eat the strange mushrooms. Spiral herbs. Eat it. Eat the strange mushroom. What could possibly go wrong? Ooh, what did... Oh, we learned the recipe for stew. I thought I already had the recipe for stew. Thanks, Ace. Okay, now we're gonna go find the boy and give him some treats. There's the farm. Oh, I forgot to go say hi to the chickens. I gotta go do that after, too. And there seems to be some more herbs on the farm, so we'll do that later. All the things. The Gen X, I learned very early days to stop eating random food in the forest. It's okay, it's okay. It's just... Why is everyone here? No one's there. No one's there. Did they leave while I was not looking? Apparently they left. Alright, where'd they go? Out this way. Ooh, I do want... I want to give you more food because I want to learn your secrets. Not egg. Here, have this. Yes, you can have it. I walk with a friend and point out a mushroom to this. Nope, don't. I mean... Sometimes the heart wants what the heart wants. Sometimes that's a random mushroom in the forest that makes you tiny and talks to elves. Imagine if this game looked vertically stretched. It does. It's because of the oddity that is how this game renders. And it's not like that on my screen. So if I take a look at the OBS settings, I actually have to have a whole separate setup just for this stream, just for this window. Why can't I select it? Can I, like, do this? No. Yeah, trying to select this is effort and futility. Oh, that's fine. This is locked. Unlock. Let me just double check and make sure that I'm not accidentally doing something weird, but I'm pretty sure that this game, because it renders on my monitor is widescreen, so it is a full 16:10, I believe is the ratio. Here, let's just reset it. Transform, reset. Okay, it looks... No, even when I reset it, it's still stretched. So my monitor is 16:9, so, or sorry, 1920. But the way that it captures is not. So the way that it's rendering the actual screen is as though it was the full size of my monitor. So the black bars on the sides of the screen are actually part of the capture here. And then it just renders itself. I think that it's trying to think that it's 16:9, but it's not. And that's what's kind of messing this up. I wonder if I can... If I go into... What does this do? I mean, that fixes it for you. It looks a little bit weird for me, but I mean, I can deal with that. Let me actually transition this back to like a proper thing. So it's weird because yeah, so now it's actually rendering the entire side, but for whatever reason, it was thinking that my entire screen when I had it as windowed, I have it as a borderless windowed now, which means I can see behind it. This game does not render very well, but anyways, it thought that the entire window was at that 16:9 ratio, but the actual window was at a 16:10 ratio, or 21:9. That's what my ratio is, 21:9 ratio. So that's why it swished it. It's because this game is not good for streaming. Anyways, yes, Sebastian's hiding something. That's probably accurate. Yes. Do you like that, or did you like the milk? I think you liked. I can't remember. I'm gonna give you this anyway. Rude developers. Yeah, I know. When they ported this to another console and then made it all fancy and then they don't know how to do it. The frustrating thing is, like, this is the only game that I found that does this, but it is not the only game that I've had trouble streaming because of this. Like, I couldn't get... There's a whole lot of things that just do not work well. It's very frustrating. Okay, I did give him this before. He was very happy with it. This is Sebastian. I do like him. Can I make the old lady happy? Oh, wait, no. Sebastian, how did you teleport here? Is she upstairs? She's probably upstairs. That's locked. No one's here. Is she back here? Nope. There she is. She's getting some food. She wants some food. Would you like some of this food? Yes, here you go. Oh, she took it this time. Last time we streamed, she refused to take my food, and it was very rude. I do like how they just put it in their pocket and leave. Guys, wait, are we at 8 hearts yet? Nope, still 7. Okay, one more heart before we get another cutscene with him. One of these two hates me, and one of these two is okay with me. So they can have some milky soup. They look angry, but they're very friendly. They make fireworks. I like them.
Yeah?
I'm a good egg. I'll appreciate that. That's a good... Well, it is kind of funny, the different things that people say or call you, or like how people refer to you, or nicknames and stuff. It's a very interesting concept when you think about it for a little bit, because it is kind of weird, but then it's also one of those weird things of like certain words you're like, yeah, okay, this is nice, and then other ones you're just like, no. And there's definitely times when you're playing games and they call you different things and you're like, okay, or just like, I'm sorry, what? That was one of the good ones. I did not mind that one. All right, we have to talk to the chickens and do our second daily milk and get these spiral herbs over here. Thank you, Stream Elements. Spamming all the things. Melon's gonna flower soon. Watermelon's sprouting. Turnips withered away. Why did the turnips wither away? They didn't say they were done. That's not good. One turnip and one pickle. So I think I have enough turnips still to complete the quest, but that's still frustrating. Doesn't look like there's anything I can do with them either, so... Alright, let's go talk to our chickens. Oh, we need some more feed. Snuggle the chicken. Snuggle the chicken. Oh, it did not like that. But I will take this egg. We do in fact have another fertilized egg that I'm going to put in here and not eat. And then we have our little chick. Oh, Susan, I don't know if you were here last time, but this little chick is Susan. Susan looks healthy and content. Bird feed, bird feed. All right, put in. Our birds now have feed. Oh yes, I forgot that they eat the food when they don't get to go outside. Put that all back in. I figured you might, you have your own chicken, yes? I figured you might like the cute little chick that was there. I will do my best to make sure that we do not accidentally eat the chicken. Oh. Nix. Nix smells like sunshine still. Okay, we're going to train Nix. I think Nix need to learn how to jump. I'm here and listening, but also actively tearing apart my closet. That sounds like a reasonable thing to do on a Sunday. Especially Sunday in June. Pete and I just kind of got out of bed, so we're starting a day. He's making breakfast. Yeah, I understand. I had a very lazy day yesterday, so... very much understand the late starts. But I think I named it Susan on the last stream. That's why I wasn't sure if you knew about that. Brad says hello, Susan. Nix needed to learn how to jump better. Okay, we've learned how to jump as much as we can today. It takes a lot longer to train them. So they have to do like all of the animation multiple times, the longer that or the more they know. Unfortunately, as far as I know, you cannot get a cat in this game. I had a choice between 2 different dogs. I did not want to name any of them after like our real life animals, because this animal does not look anything like any of our 3. All right, it is bedtime. Yay, elves! It's on TV today. Alright, we'll get sunshine later. It's gloomy, but there's no rain. Talking about feeding calves. We don't have to feed calves because they drink their mother's milk. Planet of the Plants. Oh, we're on a new unknown planet. It's got a carnivorous plant monster that speaks human. It wants us to feed him. The plant is vegetarian, which is kind of strange. And then they never talked about it again. Alright, so that's a thing. Drink coffee for some extra energy and your smile will bring good fortune. That just seems like most days, but... Alright, make by recipe. Is it a salad? Quick Pickles is a salad. I don't know why this is, but it is. I'm just gonna make one. I've made some Quick Pickles, which does not look like pickles at all, but you know. Alright, I'm gonna put on my other one outfit. I do like this outfit a little bit better. Today is the 7th. Quickles. Not sure how I like that either. Hello, Susan. We will snuggle Susan. And I don't remember the names of these chickens. One is Tamago. That's all I remember. And then you can come outside because it's going to be nice today. Right, you're still... Oh, look at how fluffy this is. Also, my sheep's name is Fluffy, which is appropriate given this. All right, we're going to clip. Oh, look at that. Look at all that fuzz. And I'm going to brush. And then we brush it. Oh, talk? Oh, it does not like it when it's sleeping. Do not hug the animals while they sleep. Well, you know what? Instead of sleeping, you're going to come on outside. And then hopefully you'll be awake. Alright, this is Fluffy, right? Yeah, it says Fluffy. Fluffy still has a lot of fur. And this is... Oh, Floofy is still sleeping. Alright, well... Lactose is awake, so we will milk Lactose. And brush Lactose. Wait, no? No milk? Oh, apparently Lactose no longer has milk. Well, that's unfortunate. Wait, can I still shear you? I cannot, okay. You just look super fuzzy. Okay, now you want... I do not understand the sheeps. The animal's like, get off of me! I got no more fruit. Now we can water all of these things and cry over our sad turnips that died. Tomatoes still need to grow. This is also a tomato. Okay, these are flowering and these still need time to grow. So that means I water them. I think I will go get a coffee after this. And I'm not actually sure if I'm referring to after stream or if I'm referring to after I'm done watering here. It is very possible that I mean both. Okay, it is now 9 AM. I have done the farm chores. Oh wait, how much money do I have? $1,800, that's not enough money. Alright, who wanted what now? Gustavo wanted... Wait, wants milk now? And fish? Oh, I have 4 things to do now. What? We got new quests. Alright, I need a milk, a fish. Quick, okay, so Matthew, Lumina... Okay, I know these 4 people. I just need them all to appear. I do have a fish, right? I have lots of fish. Okay, we're good. Ooh, different flowers today. We'll get these while we wait for the others to wake up. Because unlike them, somehow I can wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, fully dressed and ready to go, and go to bed at 10 or 11 o'clock at night or later, and just be like, yep, I feel rested and good, and I can go do farm work all the rest of the day. Matthew, you're here. I'm here about your request. You wanted a turnip. Well, here's a turnip. fresh grown in the last 6 days. I get a reward. You're gonna give me milk. Thanks. I got cows. Alright, wait. Who else do I need to see? Okay. Hippie, the most interesting person in this entire town. And I believe it was the rich girl. It's funny because as a kid, I 100% would have chosen Nami as a marriage candidate. Is literally the most interesting person in this entire little village. Look at, she gave me this flower off the ground. Thank you. Alright, while we're at the cafe. Hello. I would like to order. Where's the coffee? Blue blend. There you go, get some energy back. Hi, Soul, welcome in. Happy Pride Frog. My goal for the end of today is to get to the end of summer, but also to get up to a marriage candidate level. I'm here about your quest. Stop playing piano. Let me give you your pickles. Here, please take this. Did you just give me seeds? Where are they? I have no idea what she just gave me. Oh, here. 5 watermelon seeds. Yeah. Alright, let me give your rich grandmother some fish food again. Oh. Sebastian, would you like some fancy food? She doesn't get any, though. Here, you can have a flower. Oh. And you, I know, likes the fish food. Oh. Oh. Your third character in the Pandaria remix. I'm gonna get all the mounts and transmogs. Do you need to have multiple characters in order to get all of them? Like, I have no idea how Remix works, aside from the excuse me, they put in a bunch of stuff. Oh, you can get them faster. Why is it faster to do it that way? Oh, there you go. The last of the requests. You earn bronze per character for different things. Here, you can have the B rank milk because I got that for doing a quest. What did you just give me? Oh, you gave me 5 turnip seeds because of course you did. Bronze is the currency to... Okay, that makes sense. It is kind of weird that they would do it on a per character basis. In that, like, you think they would, Oh, you don't want this? Oh, I don't want to show you this. I'll give you a flower instead. No? Okay, here you go. Like, you think that they would make it... I could see... Sure, you can have my turnip too. Didn't realize I can give you multiple things. I'm gonna get away from you right now. Ice piled high with honey. Ooh. Okay, you can have some milky soup. Wow, it's all about alts. That's the problem, though. I feel like that's... No, come back. I feel like that's a very weird design decision. You can have this. Alright, are we there yet? Nope, not quite. Like, there's definitely something weird about having everything be very ephemeral. Right? Like, you put all this time and effort unlocking, especially because of a lot of things you have to unlock on each character, especially... I know they've done that a lot better with that, but, like... You put on all this time and effort doing all these things. But yeah, you put all this time and effort getting all these things for this one character and making them look the right way and doing all of this. And then they're just like, yeah, but if you make a second one, then you get it all faster. But I put all this time and effort into making the character that I wanted. I don't want to make another one. Like it's odd that that they're penalizing people who want to make alts. Or who don't want to make alts. That's kind of the better phrasing, I think. Well, yeah, faster in that you get more of the currency so you could unlock more. So, like, if you want everything, which people tend to want a lot of things, especially if they're transmog or mount or pets or whatnot, like, people want to get those things for their characters. But then they have to go and do other things or do more work in order to get those. Is just... it's weird. Coming from the games that I play tend to be ones that don't depend on having multiple different characters. Yes, we're gonna dig a little bit today. No, I'm not done. I just literally got the shovel from you. I want this coin. No, let me get this coin. Stairs while hiding 14 out. Yeah, but see, 14 you can make... So there's a difference between, like, I choose to make an alt because I want to, and I'm making an alt because I have no other choice. Right? Like, 14 is the opposite direction. 14 makes it a lot harder to make alts because there's nothing that's really account bound. Yes, I remember you play Lost Ark. I remember that you've got made lots and lots of poor decisions. In the future, might not even need alts with cross-reads and DC travel. I mean, yes, like, a lot of people make alts. It's okay, I uninstalled it finally. That's good. Yeah, I haven't heard about it for a long time, so I figured you might have taken a break. Like, I do like the 14 approach of being able to do everything on one character. I do understand that that's not always possible, so I like the approach of not necessarily... I do like it when they do things that are more account-bound. So you don't have to have a million characters for it. Like, having the option of doing it on the same character or an alt character, good. Giving a preferential boost to one or the other is what feels weird to me. So, like, for example, in the scenario you're talking about, I would give a boost to the first time that you complete the objective, achievement, whatever it is in the system, when you do it the first time, regardless of the character. But then subsequent times on the account, regardless of character, it just gives you the same amount. That way it doesn't benefit new characters, it doesn't benefit old characters, you just do that. Yeah, the one thing that in Final Fantasy you do need to have multiple characters on is for races, and that is frustrating. I do agree. I think that's I think Final Fantasy goes a little bit too far in the other direction of like it disfavors alts. It only wants you to make one character more or less because trying to do a second character is really difficult. So I like the idea of being able to play everything on one class. I still don't like the way that Final Fantasy has handled alts. Hello. I don't know who or what you are, but you get a fish. We start adding the quest in Dawn Trailer where they give everyone a Fantasia. That would be nice, yep. It's because Final Fantasy 11 was the same, could make alts, but kind of pushed you for it. Yeah, punished you. Yeah, like I know where it came from, but that doesn't mean that I like the system. Oh yeah, I can't give you another one. Wait, can I give you a different food? Like if I tried to give you milky soup, would you be like, no? Okay, I don't know how I gave your mother multiple things, but we're gonna eat the random mushroom in the forest again. You have not been here this whole playthrough. I've been giving people milky soup. Oh, now I've got egg soup as a recipe. Milky soup is made by putting milk in a bowl and heating it up. I don't know why it's called milky soup. We don't ask questions to things that we don't want the answer to. Anyways, let's fish in this pond. They could easily fix it. You could assign a race to each job, and whenever you switch to a job, and switch to that race as well. After one Fantasia to lock the race to the job. I mean, I don't know if that would necessarily be the solution either. We're gonna reset it to just use your default race. Yeah, like honestly, given the way that Final Fantasy handles classes and races, I think the solution or the best outcome for them would 100% be get rid of Fantasia and just allow you to freely change your race whenever you want. And they would lose so much money if they made that decision because I'm sure Fantasias are probably one of the most often purchased items. But yes. I suggest not using the Fantasia day one. They're now allowing you 60 minutes to edit the character after using it, so if you log in and don't like it, you can log out and edit for that 60 minutes. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm assuming don't use it day one because day one trying to log in and out is near impossible. Hey, time to fix your aura. I mean, everyone should just become the bunny. Bunnies are the best. Lalafell are also acceptable, though I will allow for them. Yeah, the Qs are going to make it bad, and also just the stability. Even the stability of, like, Endwalker was not great the first 6-8 hours that we tried to get into the game. I was changing how alts are handled completely with War Within, thinking of it as 14, but you can make a different race. I think you're going to need to expand on that because I don't understand how that works. The game is also using a heavily modified PS3 engine, I believe. They really need to come out with a new Final Fantasy, maybe use Unreal. I don't think Unreal would be a great choice for them. And the engine might have been original way back when, but then it would have been for PS2, so they've definitely evolved it since then. And they don't have to support PS2 or 3 anymore, so I would guess that they're much more advanced at this point. But with anything, you're going to have years and years of stuff that you've built and have to maintain and can do, cannot do. It's very difficult. I will need to check the breakfast sausage. Okay. Yeah, the legacy code is a big challenge, and there's nothing that you can do to get around that, unfortunately. I think they might be used Luminous or whatever in the house engine they have is... Yeah, like, they could definitely use another engine. Yes, I'm very well aware that's not a euphemism. Susan did mention that you're cooking breakfast. However, I would not put it past you that it was both, so thank you for the clarification. I also just came here. Yeah, I do think it's good that they allowed it to... allowing the barber, like, having more options to change your character's appearance, gender, all of that is really nice to do. Having the race also would be nice. Account-wide reputation, 100% is going to be a huge benefit over there, because I think that's one of the biggest gripes I've had about WoW and EverQuest. Both of them are a little excessive when it comes to that. Did the 24-hour pride fishing event in 14, caught so many big fish, including the ward in the 7 Qs. Congrats! It was, yeah, we did save up to buy it. It is... I've wanted to do it. I think I tried at one point, but I never actually ended up getting it. It is definitely one to do. You should go back to fishing Guild Wars 2. And yes, yeah, Brad, like that's one of the reasons why I say WoW kind of penalizes you for having alts. Like, you want to do different things, but you have to do so much farming and grinding to even get yourself to a base level of your stuff. How many hours are you at the fishing event, Chili? All of your character's progress is account-wide across all servers, regardless of Horde or Alliance. Okay, wait, but is that progress in terms of, like, level or faction or what? Also, I saw your comment about there's the same problem with Guild Wars 2, and I can't remember what it was for. Were you talking about the engine that's old in Guild Wars 2? Because I also agree with that. That was kind of a nice little painting. Alright, weather's gonna be really good today. Oh, some of the Jazz Cafe, Vietnamese, the Aussie goes to Summer of the Pioneer. Okay, cool. Good luck. Drink coffee for extra energy, and today's lucky item is wild grass. Okay, then. So we're gonna make this salad again. It's not a salad. One of these and one of these. We'll make this dish, and we're gonna make 6 of them. Time for coffee. Yeah, there you go. The fat classes need to be re-leveled, but we'll get leveling boost once you hit max class. Okay, that's not too bad then. Like, if all of your achievements, factions, I can see maybe not quest lines, but like achievements, factions, all the stuff you typically have to grind for are shared across everything. Gear sharing, that's another really big one. Like that, I think, would be a good move for WoW to kind of go. Now, quest-wise, if you could go back and redo the quest that you want to do, look in the mirror. I don't see is it. We're gonna go OG look today. There's a lot of space. Yeah, if you can redo quests, then I think shared quest progress and all of that is all really good. Wait, I've looked in the mirror 5 times? I've looked in the mirror more than that. Weird. Yeah, I think the key point is the ability to do the things that you want to do without being forced to redo them. Right? If you're made to go and redo the same things again and again and again, just because you wanted to do another character, that does not feel like great design today. However, if you wanted to, like, if you chose, like, hey, I want to do this again, that's fine. Like, you should have that option. tomatoes are not ready. Those melons are almost ready. Okay. And for what it's worth, I do like that about Guild Wars 2 in that you don't... All of your achievements are account-based, typically. Things that are character-based are like your main story is character-based, but once you've unlocked areas, you can still go to them with your alts. Like you're not locked from going to certain places or doing certain things like you are in Final Fantasy. Oh, did not click there. That's their plan. They just want people to play and have fun without feeling like they have to work over and over again. Yeah, they really need to get rid of some of the FOMO stuff as well. But this is definitely a very good step in that direction. Because they do have things where they're very much like log in every day or you're going to miss out on this. Wow, Bessie, you're hungry for not having milk anymore. Alright, you need some shearing. You are very woolly. Hello, Floofy. Legendary Remix is kind of wild that way. All the raids and stuff reset daily. Yeah, that's like, again, if that's stuff that you can do, like, I think like being able to redo them every day is not a terrible thing. Being forced to redo them every day is a terrible thing. Okay, so lactose can be milked right now still. That was weird. They pulled a bunch of that back or made it so that you only have to show up for that stuff. You're not penalized for not being in a big group. Like, it's not even the grouping aspect of it. It's like the, if I don't log in, I'm going to miss out on stuff. Yeah, like, see, I don't mind that as a thing. Like, you can go and unlock raids and go and do them. Like, yeah, cool. People can go and do them. Making your content accessible is great. I do think WoW and EverQuest, at least the second one, EverQuest 2, did a pretty good job at that early on. With like EverQuest 1 having like 60 plus people in a raid, and then EverQuest 2 being like, you know what? 24 is a good number. 24 people in a raid. That's how much we're gonna set. And that was good. And then WoW doing the same with they had 25 person raids, and then I can't remember who did it first, but I know 60 cats must be herded, I'm guessing, not bearded. I can't remember who did it first, if WoW went down to 10 person raids or if EverQuest 2 went down to 12 person raids, but they did it around the same time, which was nice. And then I think both eventually ended up doing raid scaling as well, which was nice. Let's beard the cats. Well, not sure. And see, I don't believe in EverQuest 3. That is just false. We don't trust or believe anything that's said about EverQuest 3 ever. Until it is actually fully released, not an alpha, not a beta. It is fully released and they are doing it all. EverQuest 3 does not exist in any shape, form. We don't talk about EverQuest next. Rip landmark. Guild Wars 3 I have heard of. I still don't think we're anywhere near it. I think that they're talking about it now because Guild Wars 2 is kind of in a similar state of where Final Fantasy XI was, where it definitely feels like it's end of life. They are still doing regular patches. They are getting better on the consistent content releases for the game. I believe Tuesday we find out about the next expansion that's going to be launching this summer. We've wrapped up all of the content patches for Secrets of the Obscure, which the pacing of it was a little bit weird, but they did follow through with what they said they were going to do. And like, I haven't finished the end of the story, so I don't know what the resolution was. I do I did see their kind of retrospective on it of like they tried to take on too much and they weren't able to do all of the things they want, and therefore there's a lot that didn't get wrapped up, and there wasn't a terribly satisfying piece with it. So like again, I haven't finished the story, so I can't comment on what it is, and I wouldn't spoil it either. But I can understand that they were learning, and I'm hoping that they take these things to heart. Secrets of the Obscure. Do you want me to spoil the story? Don't spoil the story. Oh, right. We got to go talk to Van. Yeah, there's definitely parts of this expansion which have been interesting in theory and in concept, but a lot of it has also kind of just been put together, I guess. Like it doesn't really feel necessarily coherent, and the pacing of it is very off. Not in the same way that Heart of Thorns was weird pacing, or like the previous things were weird pacing, but they definitely haven't got the pacing down for what they want to release. So I'm hoping, like the previous content, they figured out the pacing of this a little bit better for the next expansion, whatever and wherever it is. From the teaser, short teaser video and the pictures we have, like it looks like it's going to be an interesting place. Forests, mountains, rivers, waterfalls. It looks pretty, so I'm hoping that's all good. I do like some of the content they've added in Guild Wars 2. It is somewhat repetitive, but it doesn't feel super, because I am not having to necessarily do it every single day. It's still somewhat interesting to go and do. I do like doing convergences now and then, or the different metas for the 3 zones. They are long. I have issues with the metas as well, but for what they are, I think they are interesting, especially compared to like some of the original metas where it's just show up, wait 20 minutes for it to die, and then get your stuff. I'm trying to figure out where we all saw the new delve system from. I don't know what the delve system is like, so I can't help there. Let me sell you my big fish. I know where they stole the Misty Barrier from Dark Souls. Wait, that WoW stole, or that Mystic, or that Dark Souls stole? A little fish. Also, let's go down to 30. Oh, we're capturing now. They stole delves from themselves, actually. Remember the little instance islands? It's gaming, so when it comes to who stole what, the answer is yes. I mean, yes and no, because they do all kind of steal from each other, which is good design, honestly. But there are definitely places where you can identify where systems came from. Like if we want to go back to public events, if I remember correctly, wasn't it Age of Conan that originally came out with them? And then Rift kind of expanded and did better with them, and then WoW eventually stole it from them. if I'm remembering the sequence of events. Guild Wars 2 kind of had them as well. Guild Wars 2 has some really interesting concepts of meta events and things that change the world that came around the same time, just after Rift. And they actually did take some ideas from Rift with the Rift event style, where it just kind of popped up in the middle of nowhere and did stuff. Did not turn out as good as they wanted, and then they kind of just dropped it after that. Same with the idea of rebuilding the entire world throughout the times. After Lion's Arch, they dropped that because that was not feasible. I want to talk about stealing. Let's start with MMO Flight and work our way out from there. I don't remember who first did flying. I wish I could walk around Old Lion's Arch. You can. You just have to go to the story mode. Was it WoW that first did flying? I know it wasn't EverQuest. EverQuest did not have flying first. But I feel like it was one of the Eastern MMOs that might have had flying first. 1 to 3 player open world content that can have puzzles, jump puzzles, specific sets of rules, etc. If I had to take a guess who they stole it from, it probably wasn't another MMO. Yes, let's sell more things. What else do we want to sell? Let's sell some milk. Sell some peaches. Some orange. Oh, wool sells for good. But I feel like I also want that wool. You know what? We'll sell a wool. Because I am going to be able to make more because wool is thankfully a renewable resource. Not sure if this counts the same as player events like Conan, but Final Fantasy XI out of a siege in 2006, which is when armies would invade the town and you had to defend it. Definitely a different style of events. I don't know if that was unique. How they've added dragon riding. Yeah, to be fair, WoW did copy the dragon riding piece. So that wasn't a unique thing to them. Wow, copper milker? Copper. Why do we get copper stuff now? Catch more varieties of fish. More efficient. More efficient. Do not drink the hyper drink fast. Okay, we're gonna get a fishing rod. Sure, we're updating that. See, you say that it's better, but I have not compared the two, so I can't comment on what is better, but they definitely copied it. And I can't tell because I switch between mounts in Guild Wars 2 between Griffin and Dragon and a whole bunch of other ones depending on whatever I need. So it's not not a thing. Most of the MMO related chat happens when we're not playing an MMO on stream. That is true, but that's also true because most of the time when we stream we're not playing an MMO. So that checks out. Guild Wars 2 Flying Squirrel Flight. I don't... Combat abilities in Guild Wars 2, I want that in WoW. Yeah, that is nice. I do appreciate that. I'm curious with the Flying Squirrel comment, though. Like, I do agree. I don't think that mounts in Guild Wars 2 are utilities. They aren't necessarily modes of transportation, although they do also take that in. Dragons are easy for navigating the world and getting around, but they are not the fastest mount by far. Even the very first mount, you can't just fly across the zone. I mean, if you get high enough, you can, but that's more of a Griffin thing. So very often, glares at Death Knights. What a lot of people will do in Guild Wars 2 when you're trying to get around really fast, if you're doing it terrestrially, you use the roller beetle. By far the fastest mount ever. A little difficult to control if you're not used to it, but it is the fastest. If you're trying to get, and you need aerial around, and you need the flying, then you need to think a little bit more, because the fastest way to do that is to find a high point on the map, go there, and then jump off of it with your griffin. And the griffin is a super fast aerial mode of transportation, but it does need height. It can't get up easily. So those are kind of the two speedy modes, more or less. Okay, I'm selling one more thing. Just because I want to get over 10,000 gold again. Oh, I wanted to sell that. Let me sell that. Oh, I need to click the sell button, right? I should finish off the POF masteries. Yeah, it helps when you have all of the masteries, then everything's a lot easier. I wish Guild Wars 2 would take what WoW did, where you can lift off in place and launch yourself into the air. You just bound by how much stamina I have. It does kind of have that. So it doesn't go super, super high, but I mean, combat mounting is effectively that. You get jumped up into the air and you use some of your stamina to do so. And then there's also the points that automatically jump you up, which I absolutely hate because they always do it in very inopportune moments. Alright, let's go try to find that 8 heart. You don't have to unlock the increased stamina in WoW, though. It gives you 2 stamina. It does. Guild Wars 2 also allows you to unlock the increased, alright, not necessarily increased, but reduced stamina, which is so much better than the original base amount. Trying to get around Guild Wars 2 with the base mounts without all of the masteries is definitely not ideal after you've unlocked them. It is, yes, painful is definitely a word for it. The only mastery I don't have right now is the one that was just introduced. Yes, right, 8 hearts. Now I just need to figure out wherever his thing is. And the latest mastery is mostly just for, I think, the new stuff and also guild induced mastery. I mean, if Guild Wars 2 implemented marriages and children, then maybe, yeah, induced mastery would work. Or animal husbandry, like 14 did. I am kind of curious to see how Guild Wars 2 decides to deal with mounts in the next expansion. Honestly, with a lot of their different things, I think it would be better. Yeah, certain systems, certain games would be best in all of them. Yeah, I do think that's really the case. Like, for example, Guild Wars 2. Yeah, hands down, best die system, of course. Not the best glamour system. I do really like the transmog system. In WoW, in terms of how it does transmog. Guild Wars 2 does the best die system, for sure. EverQuest 2, I think, has the best guild management system in any game that I've played. Guild Wars 2 has the best achievement system in any game that I've played. Guild Wars 2 also has the best jump puzzles in any game that I have played. Final Fantasy XIV. I think has one of the better implementations of multi-classing in an MMO I've seen. I also found that the system in Rift is very unique, and I wouldn't mind seeing an evolution on that. But as Rift is, or was 10 years ago, it was good in the system, and that's about it. It was still, it wasn't polished, I would say, as compared to systems that have been around much longer now. New World does have the best resource gathering system. I will give you that. They have some really good gathering stuff. I'm trying to think for crafting. I did appreciate EverQuest's crafting. EverQuest 2's crafting, I should say. But I'm trying to think, is there any... Who else has a really good crafting system? Like, WoW's crafting system is not great. Guild Wars 2 is not great. I'm not sure. New World straight up copied the rifts from Rift. I don't know if I ever got to any of the rifts in New World, because I can't remember what level we got to. Huge spotted char. Cool. Yeah, like around that time, I'm surprised that it was this late. Like, copying rifts from Rift were 100%. They were very popular around that era. Everyone wanted them. And then most places stopped dealing with them because they're just like, yeah, no one wants to do these. They're fun, though. They are fun and novel. Oh, what was the other one? New World has the most gorgeous towns of any MMO. I don't know necessarily if that's just a fact of the graphic style or if that's a fact of the design. And so in this case, I would hold reservation because there are, like, for myself, I would hold reservation on, like, which are the most, like, the best looking, just because, yeah, we're comparing it to something who has completed with a modern engine that is... It has the newer and fancier graphics out of everything, right? As opposed to something like EverQuest, which I will use as an example of the opposite, where it does not have good graphics and it does not have a lot of people in it because, you know, it can't support having other people in it. So they were very sparsely populated. New World does have very good density in the population for towns. That is really good. The world itself feels very, very rich and lively. Oh, did my controller die? Yeah, my controller's dead. I get to switch it out. Hold on a second. Jump back to WoW with some of the later cities or Marlborough. Like, I mean, yeah, like a lot of games have, especially in the newer stuff, like their cities and their world building, like, it's really good in the engine that they have. And with the limitations that they have. Like, if we're talking... ...15 years ago, then Like, EverQuest 2 had some of the better cities out there at that time. They still weren't great necessarily, but they did have a lot of good elements with it. Like, one thing that I think EverQuest 2 had, this is in the past, the best starting zone experience. Both with the Isle of Refuge and with the fact that each race had their own kind of subdivision or neighborhood within the city that made it feel really unique to them. And then they got rid of all of that, and that, I think, was disappointing. But I think that system was really neat. ESO, Elder Scrolls, has hands down the best housing system. However, EverQuest 2, I think, still holds the best decoration system within a house. Egg. 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 Ooh, what's in the box? We found fish, sophisticated. I got 5 types of fish. Yay. I am very sophisticated. Order animal. To get Chinese food today or not, that's the question. The answer is simple, yes. You should probably kind of know by now that if you're asking a question of like, should I get this thing? The answer is probably going to be yeah. Should I get a normal cow or should I spend all my money and get a brown cow? Or a marble cow. Marble cow will do cheese, brown cow will do butter. I cannot do a star cow yet, but foodie. I would turn away from looking for food. I mean, yes, then it just means you have to get good Chinese food. And then the next question is, do you want Chinese food or do you want Canadian Chinese food? Because they are 2 very distinct cuisines. And not that one is better or worse. They are 2 very different things. Sometimes you really want the weird local Chinese food that with a bright radioactive orange sweet and sour sauce. And sometimes you want the more authentic stuff. Yeah, I'm not so sure on British Chinese food. I have not been to Britain, so I don't know what the difference is between that and Canadian Chinese food. Salt and pepper chips are Chinese. No, that definitely seems like an American thing. We have salt and pepper chips. You know what? YOLO. We're going with the marble cow. Right, this is the male marble cow, yes. First world problems. My PS5 is connected to the PC, but I want to watch Blu-ray movies that I just bought. I'm considering buying a second PS5 to connect to my TV. Are they far enough away you couldn't just, like, put them... Oh, I could have got a pond instead. Ah, well. Alright, couldn't you just get, like, a splitter? Yeah. I mean, alternatively, you also, like, remote streaming. Sometimes the content protections have issues with splitters. That's true, yeah. Or, you know, you could probably just get a, like, tiny little Blu-ray player for much cheaper than a second PS5. Or even a PS4, which would still play Blu-rays. Prices are going up on dedicated Blu-rays, at least in Canada. I mean, in general, I think. Like, I was trying to find a Blu-ray here, and for a CV series that's been over for a number of years now. And I think they're still like $25 to $35 per season. And I can get the entirety of all 4 on a streaming site, Apple itself, for $20, I think, but have to pay $25 to $35 per season. There's 4 seasons in order to get it on a Blu-ray, and that's just... The sad part is I probably will eventually pay it because there's no other way for me to get it in Canada. The only Blu-rays that I own right now are a bunch of Miyazaki films and Promare. Why does he still not know how to jump? We've been teaching him to jump. Egg salad. I can also make... There's milky soup. Egg soup. Egg soup just takes an egg. Canceling all my movie stuff and going back to physical, they're taking advantage. Yeah. That's kind of my view on it as well. Can I make this yet? I'm not skilled enough. Dang it. I don't know how to become skilled. I just keep making dishes. Yeah, I have a shared Netflix account with family who keeps spending more and more money in order to make sure that we can share said Netflix account. But they use other things other than Netflix, and I rarely use Netflix. So now that we can't both use Netflix, the answer is not, hey, we're gonna both get Netflix or we're gonna pay you more money for Netflix so that we can both watch it. It is, we're not gonna watch Netflix. Which is kind of the odd part. Yeah, I can understand that with the whole Paramount Plus thing because like they haven't been doing well anyways. And Warner Brothers, Discovery, I think, even HBO, like, they haven't been successful, I would say. Here I have access to a lot of streaming things, some we pay for, some we don't, but you mainly watch YouTube. Yeah, I take a very principled stand on a lot of things, as some here are very familiar with. Sunshine. Legendary water monkeys. Sorry. The luck is not great today, but the elderly may bring me happiness. Yeah, like I have been working on determining my basic plan, expecting me to pay like $7 more for the next highest plan. Yeah, basically. Like, I think I will eventually pay for my own Netflix at some point in the future, but I will pay for a month, watch what I want, and then cancel it for a while because I don't need to pay for it all the time. I liked watching anime, and I had my Crunchyroll sub for close to a decade, and then they started screwing with stuff, and I quit it over more of how they treated voice actors. But then last year, after they got acquired by Sony and Funimation was acquired and merged in, now they're like, yeah, so pay us 3 times as much now because we're the only people around. I'm just like, no, that would have had me cancel it. Charge you a fee if you've already signed up, cancel and try to sign up again. I mean, all that would do would make me just not follow through on the second sign up. Like, the problem with all of these studios, and I will go back to Crunchyroll in a second because I think it is a hilarious example, is that they came around because cable was not easy. It was expensive and it was a pain to deal with. So when they're like streaming, it's just like, yeah, you turn this on and just start watching and it's easy. Well, everyone went to that because, yeah, it's super easy and it was reasonably priced. And now they're trying to go back to like, well, you have to sign up to like 18 different services and some of them have this and you have to bundle a lot of stuff that you don't want. And like, you know, we're just going to take this away from you even though you bought it. And we told you that you would have it, but now you don't. And it's like, yeah, that doesn't work for us. And then they're gonna complain of like, oh, we're not making enough money, people aren't buying all of our stuff. Well, yeah, you've made the experience bad. Really get any anime in the UK, so Crunchyroll was great for that. Some of the dubs back then, they were questionable at best. $8 Canadian ad plan from Netflix is the cheapest plan, but if you want have to watch ads, if I wanted ads, I would go back to cable. Exactly. I don't think an ad plan is reasonable here. Although, fun fact, the most expensive Canadian plan, I want to say, is $21 Canadian, and that's for the 4K plan. Maybe $22 Canadian. The US plans are pretty much the same amount. I believe it's $20 maybe for the 4K plan. But if you do the conversion, the 4K plan from Canada is cheaper than the mid-tier plan in the US. The mid-tier plan in the US is $15 US or $16 US, and the Canadian 4K plan is something like $14 US. It is cheaper for the Canadians to watch the 4K than for the Americans to just get the basic 1080p without ads. And I find this absolutely hilarious because that's just their whole planning system is horrendous. For every bad dub, every movie Goku and Dragon Ball is Kamehameha. Yeah, that sounds up. That's a zoning move. Goku does nothing else. But for anime in particular is a really fun example. And it kind of makes me sad because like Crunchyroll had all of it, and then they did a whole bunch of stuff that was like, Crunchyroll, why are you doing this? You shouldn't do this. Like treating voice actors poorly and unions poorly and raising the rates extensively high just because they can. Because there's no one else out there anymore. But for anime, and then like Hulu had some anime stuff, so now Disney has some anime stuff, and Netflix has some anime stuff, so like they're not the only ones around anymore, which is also like, you're not the cool kids on the block. Anyway, for those who are not aware, Crunchyroll started as a not quite legitimate service, streaming anime because they couldn't really get the rights. And they started streaming it kind of as a pseudo, like almost like a pirate website of just streaming stuff because no one else was. And eventually they did become more legitimate and they got the rights to things and were able to stream it. But the reason why they kind of started that way is because anime since forever before Crunchyroll was not really available in the West easily. So they pirated it. People just downloaded it or watched it in very short segments on YouTube in 320p or 360p, and just it was not great, but that's how you got it. You got it in small little pieces. And the way that people who watched anime consumed anime was typically they pirated it or they found it on some website where they could stream it because there was no legitimate source. And they think that if they become the sole provider of anime, that they can just raise the prices really, really high. Is so entertaining. So it's so funny to me because they're just thinking of like, you know what? These people who started by pirating all of this content came to us and gave us money because we made it easier and it wasn't worth pirating. So let's raise the money and make it harder again because they definitely won't resort back to pirating. I'm looking forward to Crunchyroll, Sony, Funimation, like, I guess that it's just Crunchyroll now, Sony Crunchyroll, trying to figure out why they keep losing money and why they're not able to become profitable because they keep losing subscribers because people are just like, I wonder if I can make this easier on myself. And that's going to be the same thing with Netflix and Hulu and Disney and all of them. Is just like, people are going to start turning to alternatives again because it's not easy to use their it's not cheap to use their services. It might be easy, but it's not cheap. And if your service isn't accessible, then it's not worth it. Okay, now I've had my small rant and had some tea. We're gonna put on I'm young, I'm full of energy, I can do anything I put my mind to. That's mostly true. When Bell's Crave TV tried to double my price, canceled them as well, yep. Make anime accessible, yep, pretty much. When it's only £8 in the UK for Crunchyroll, it's only a little more than a Twitch sub. I mean, yes. £8 in the UK. Yeah, I mean, like, I used to pay, I think, 100 Canadian ish, maybe 80 or 90 Canadian a year for Crunchyroll. And they tried to massively increase that, like way higher than what it was. And that there's just no. Paying $50 for each of them per month? Yeah, Crunchyroll at $120 a year. Like, it's not terrible, but it's also just like a massive increase over what they had before. Some bee melons. $50 per year. Okay, I was gonna say $50 a month, like that's higher than HBO, and HBO is expensive, and that's why I don't really have HBO anymore. That and they're like, they have good content. I do like some of the stuff on HBO. The problem is that they price it very, very high. So like, if I really wanted to watch HBO, I would have to have a lot of stuff on there that's like, you know what, I really want to watch this, and then watch it all in a month and cancel. Because I do not want to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars per month for all of these different streaming services. I don't think anyone does. Yeah, HBO is included with your internet. Yeah, like that is alright, I think. Like grandfathered in for life, that doesn't mean a whole lot anymore. Yeah, they've been changing a lot of those things. Okay, cow, move. I need to put this in. Alright, just gonna sit there. Yeah, they're alive. There's a lot of places that are starting to feel like they can get away with removing things that they've said are lifetime. Yes, please get out of my way. I need to put your feed. Fodder. Fodder. Put in. There we go. And that is very frustrating, and it does kind of come down to, like, how much do you trust a lot of these companies? And the answer is none anymore, because they don't give us a reason to. Okay, you're still sleeping. Amazon is hot water for trying to add ads to Prime Video unless you pay a fee. Their contract specifically stated Prime Video was ad-free. I was in hot water. Yeah, that's went down in price at $6. Yeah, if I had a Prime subscription, I would have canceled it in a heartbeat. I did many years ago because I have many problems with Amazon as a company, so I don't give them any money if I can avoid it. And the only reason I do on Twitch is because it's the only place I can support a lot of people. But otherwise, yeah, I don't give Amazon the money. And I did not like the fact that they're like, you know what? Ads. And I have access to someone else's Amazon Prime account, so I can still watch Prime Video. And as soon as I saw an ad, I just exited the whole app, and I'm like, I'm not going to watch this. Like, there are stuff that I want to watch on Amazon. I refuse to watch it because they're going to show me ads for things that I'm paying for or someone else is paying for. That's not going to happen. So they're just not going to get the money at all. And I may or may not find other ways to watch it in the future, but it won't be giving them my money. But yeah, like there's so many things that are not great with all these companies, and they keep taking things away and thinking people are going to just accept it, and they'll find out eventually they won't. Google is horrendous for this. I believe they are now up to 15 chat apps that they have killed. The most recent one is one that I never knew ever existed. Apparently Google Maps had chat built into it, and they've killed that now too. Might have alluded to this in our Discord at some point, but I am also getting rid of every Google related thing that I have in my life. Let's see, what Google related stuff do I still have? I think all of my hardware is now replaced. Oh, I learned pickles. I'm tempted with the ad-free things for Amazon when they have Good Omens Season 3. Like, see, Good Omens is something that I would like to watch, and I will find a way to watch it without giving Amazon money. That's how it's going to go. And also, thank you, Susan, for including me in your breakfast/lunch. A lot of these media providers haven't been trying to put content off Google and Apple as well, like buying Star Trek shows. Most of the new shows are directed at Paramount Plus, no renter by options. Yeah, it is weird. Thanks for the lurk, Chili. And it's not even like just off of Google or Apple. Like, I have my issues with Apple as well, but in general, I don't mind giving them my money as often. Physical 4K UHD no longer seems to include codes for digital version. That I can understand. Oh, I got my new animal, but rocks. Oh, I have to go down at the beach. Oh, we need to name the cow. Oh, this is hard. What's the cow's name gonna be? While we think of that, like, I can understand not having the digital version because it is very hard for those to last a long time. Because if you say give them a digital version for Paramount, from Paramount servers, like, that might not exist in 6 months. So I can see them not including digital versions for that reason. And it's also easy to trade the physical version, but not the digital, so it's weird. Moving with all my movies from Google Movies and TV to YouTube now, it's so straight. I mean, they've been doing with all of their media. They did that with music like 5 or 6 years ago. So that's not unexpected. I am in the process of closing the remaining Google accounts that I have. I am almost transferred all of my stuff off of them. I have deleted at least 2 accounts so far. I have 3 more to go. All of my hardware is no longer Google. My TV, I guess, technically is Android, which is unfortunate, but I can't do a whole lot about that. And I also prefer having Android on the TV versus pretty much anything else. Roku was a really good contender until they decided they were going to shove ads into everything anyway, even though you paid for it and you don't give them money. So they're no longer a contender. I'm going to set up a Jellyfin server when after I'm all settled, because that'll just be easier for me to watch my own stuff. Yeah, but Google TV isn't really a brand in terms of like where they sell media. They have Google TV, but it's not really their media brand. A lot of that's more live TV, I think, too, which also I think is YouTube live TV. Google has a branding problem. Has for decades. It's more like a portal, but that's also where I bought those shows. Yeah, exactly. Like Google TV is kind of like Apple TV in that Apple TV is not actually a product. It's a physical box, and it is a gateway. It's a hub. Apple TV Plus, not to be very confusing at all, is the media store. So Apple TV Plus and Google Play Movies and TV, now YouTube, is the media portal. These companies are terrible at this, but yeah, I'm moving all of my stuff off of Google because they've lost my trust a long time ago, and they keep doing things to not build it back. So I'm not going to give and support companies that are actively making things difficult. Amazon's also terrible for this. The amount that they raised Prime, the amount that they mess over smaller competitors, the literal anti-competitive practices they have, they're getting sued for, the monopolistic practices they're getting sued for. There's a lot of things. Which is also very frustrating because there are parts of Amazon that are doing good things, or they're doing things well, and just I can't support the company as a whole when they're doing bad things. Same kind of thing with Google in very small areas, but not as much because I don't. Google's weird. Cow name. What is a good cow name? We already have lactose. This is a male cow for cheese as well. It's gonna make cheese cows. It's a marble cow. Google Tea is more yeah, like, and that's the other thing. And that's I used to buy quote a lot of the digital stuff on there as well, and then they started removing them and being like, hey, if you move, you can't actually take this content. Like, okay, then I'm not going to buy the content from you either. Which is why now back to physical Blu-rays, which is very frustrating. But when your options are the company that's going to steal it back from you and just take your money and also not give you what you paid for. It's Harvest Moon. Cass. We don't dead name the good game. Natsumi took that copyright and messed with it. We don't dead name the good game. New option, Plex Media Server. So yes and no. That's what I was talking about with Jellyfin. Jellyfin is an open source, kind of does the same thing that Plex does, but it's open source and it's free. So Jellyfin server. That's the option. And yeah, Story of Seasons that we're playing today. But I'm trying to figure out what a good cow's name is. And also ranting about companies like Amazon and Google that I very much dislike. Be jellyfinning? I mean, I will be jellyfinning. Cow name? Bertha. This is a male cow. How does that change your thoughts on this? bull. Yes, a bull. It's a marble cow. It is going to allow us to have babies that are cheese, I think. Bill. All right, the cow's name is now Bill. Bill and our other cow is lactose. Bill is cute. All right, we're gonna come in here. Bill, why are you inside? I need more fodder. Alright, let's... Everyone go inside, and then Bill come back outside, and then we gotta go find the boy down at the beach. Oh wait, did we milk? Let's milk you first. Note, we cannot milk Bill. But we can give Bill love and a good brush. So yeah, that is one thing that I am going to be looking forward to once I passed me. Once I am more settled in, is I am going to set up my local media streaming server again, because it's something that I need to be able to watch my own content. No, don't eat it. Give it to him. No, here, take my fish. We are at 8 hearts, so... Did I water everything already? Looks like I did. Okay. Go on a rant, forget what time it is, forget what you've done during the day. I think the next thing that I'm slightly worried about is I saw last week that Apple signed a deal with OpenAI to do something. And I know that execs at Amazon have been fairly against throwing in large language models, LLMs, like ChatGPT, into their products because they don't find they really add a whole lot of value, which is true. If you want accurate answers, don't talk to an LLM. So I am a little cautious about what they're looking into doing with that, or why they did that. But if they're throwing all of that into iPhones, then I might have to figure out an actual new device to get again, which is disappointing. Hi, Matthew. Bye, Matthew. Man, I love fishing. Me too. This is, back to fishing streams, yes. We like doing the fishing while there's downtime in here. I'm gonna go try a few things to see. Get a big fish. Did I figure out how to trigger cutscenes? Maybe. My dog does not like him for some reason. I don't know why he's sleeping in front of the chicken coop, though. What are you doing here? That's my line. Go home already. Interceptor. Oh, he's talking about Nyx. Battle at the Big Barn. It's got some good music to that one. Justice Defender Rock versus Plain Old Dog Interceptor. Episode 1. Want to hear the story? You know what? Sure, I do want to hear this story. Our epic saga begins not too long ago. We decided to just come check out our farm, but all the animals are miraculously disappeared. Talking about huge. Taking care of this place must be a real pain in the rear. But hey, I'm about to make my day. I bet the guy of their dreams just showing up on their doorstep is the last thing they expect right now. That's half accurate. Since I came all this way to see them, they'll have to treat me to a date with tea and cookies and stuff. Not inaccurate. And what do we have here? Hello, Nyx. Aw, aren't you a sweet little puppy? Man, I just love dogs. Maybe I should get a pup of my own. Oh wait, I have no money. Duh. Yeah, that's accurate. And I also will not let you steal. Well, actually, I might let you steal him. Oh, now it's attacking. Oh. He's throwing down with the dog. I have a feeling he's gonna lose to the dog. Yep, nope, keep talking. I need to know more of this story of how you got defeated by my dog. This is gonna settle with a race. Okay, this is racing my dog. He's got very fragile ego. He definitely says he lost. Yeah, I don't trust that he won. And it was all right. Now he's just gonna leave. But you don't want your tea? Your house is also the other direction. Can I get any more if I keep doing this? Nope. Okay. Yes, I'm aware that I'm tired. I just had to listen to that long story. Oh, hello. Can I interest you in a flower in this time? Hello. The goal of the stream is twofold. We are going to finish summer. And we are going to try to make this as gay as possible. Oh, old dude. Would you like some milky soup? This guy reminds me of that guy in the Sickos meme. If you know what I'm talking about, this is the dude from it. I'm taking no questions. It's him. He just laughs in his little laboratory going, yep, that's how it is. Here, kid, have some normal milk B, because I don't want it. These are probably like my two most... Nami's actually up there. Rock is definitely up there. Ooh, it's 9 hearts now. Gustafa's somehow up there, despite the fact that I keep trying to not talk to him. Pei is up there. Good. Parents are getting up there. Sebastian I'm getting in the good books with. And Hugh. I'm slowly getting up. This is going to be one of my favorite people. And Nina. Nice little lady. The doctor, just no. Charlie, we got to work on. Cole, we're okay with. Daryl, we're slowly getting. And Nyx likes me, but doesn't know how to jump. Charlie? Yes? What about Charlie? Charlie do not like me. I mean, Charlie and Cole are brothers. One has a hair on the head and they wear slightly different clothes. They make fireworks. They look grumpy, but they're also super sweet. Now, can we have this trigger on the second last day? They look like old babies. I mean, you're not wrong. Alright, we're gonna fish a little bit more and then see if we can trigger that cutscene again. I'd say this is kind of nice scenery as the people just walk into it. And Mina, sweet old lady with the flower outfit and the ladybug hat. I like her. Also, Cass, did you see why I like this game? They gave me pronouns. We do love that, yes. It was very exciting. Oh, it's a huge bucket mouth bass. That is big. I'm just gonna carry that around in my pocket for the rest of the month. I'm trying to get this last event. And then hopefully that means we can propose tomorrow. The last day of summer. Getting some big fish. Just in case the proposal falls through. Want to get married? Nah. Do you want to get fish? Oh, it's a little baby one. Alright, we're gonna go check the inn after this. Hopefully it doesn't have one of those things that I'm just in case it closes. Let's try to get in there before 9. Nope, not getting it today. No answer. Also no answer. Are they not here? Where is he? Over at the turtle pond. Alright. I do not see him at the turtle pond. Unless I have gone blind. Wait. Now he just does not exist. Neither does Nami. No one there, no one there, no one there. Nope, 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 nope. Both Nami and Rock just disappeared. Late night coffee? Oh, how is he in here? I don't know why we're in here, but I'm gonna order something. Do a nice herbal tea at night. No caffeine. Wonder if I can get more than one scene a day. If that's my problem, that's gonna be. Oh, to live by a cafe where you can just chill in there until midnight. Day switched. See, and now he comes to go to bed. Just... Can I get into your room now? At quarter to... Yeah, where's your diary? We've got 5 hearts for me. It just says, I feel 5 hearts about them, heart. Okay, cool.
Yo.
Well, I guess we're going back. Anything? Oh, I need to put the animals away. They should not be sitting outside. That is certainly an emote. don't know if I water these, but they don't look watered, so we're gonna water them at 1:40 in the morning. Not that one. This is a race against time. Okay, I don't know what we're racing for because it's after 2 a.m. And I still am not being told I have to go to bed. Banana tree. Egg. Nope. Yes, sleep. Okay. I gotta somehow do 2 events today. Earlier, Peter said called the background music to this game music you hear when you're on hold with an insurance agency. No, I wouldn't say that. This music is better than the music you would have when you're on hold with an insurance agency. Alright, some rain. Don't water today. At Journey's End. Space state very long. At last, our starship, the exercise. Without the planet at the edge of the universe. It has that edge of the universe vibe, you know. I know exactly that vibe. Been there before. A nature sprite? Nature sprites at the edge of the universe? Oh, apparently the villagers are nature sprites. Oh, they've been going in circles. And there's a dog. And they changed careers. That seems good. My luck today is amazing. Honesty is the best policy. Today's lucky item is wild grass. Well, let's put on the good outfit. No, change look. That's nice outfit. Look in the mirror. How do we look? Young and full of energy. That's good. Okay, I need to walk out of the farm area from the main entrance between 11 and 3 in sunny weather. Oh. Autumn or winter? Okay, I can't propose to him today, but tomorrow I can propose to him. That's rude. I mean, I can propose to him today, I just refuse to until I see all the events. Some of those whole songs are Bossa Nova bangers. I mean, they are, but those are the exception rather than the rule. Take your egg. Oh, Susan, you've grown up. I don't know which one you are anymore. Susan's now a full-fledged chicken. Alright, I have no fodder. Are you ready to get sheared? Not yet, okay. Instead, we just snuggle and brush. And snuggle and brush. And then milk. And snuggle, little Bill. And brush. You are still sleeping. Are you still asleep? Why are you so sleepy? Hello. Fluffy apparently was not happy with me. But the sheep are pink? Yes, Cass, the sheep are pink. I have one sheep, I have one ewe and one ram. And I'm hoping that they will make sheep babies for me. I also like the fact that they are pink. We very ethically shear them. Very carefully, so as to not hurt them. And only take enough that we get their excess, and they stay super fluffy afterwards. Let's see if Ace has anything for us today. We are doing the thing that Brad said not to. Eat the weird mushroom. Get small and talk to little elves. What are you going to teach me? Scarlet salad. That sounds like something bloody. Wait, can I just like... I can't throw something into the lake. Oh, well. Oh, now it's raining, which is good for the water, but not good for the me who needs to get a cutscene triggered in the sun. Oh, and I can't even dig? It's raining. Let me dig. Let me dig. Wait, where'd you go? Inside here. Okay. Well, there's a lot of useless stuff in here. Can I go dig? Are you gonna let me dig? I'm following you. Go on. Go into the hole. Yes, go into the hole. Let me dig.